So, let's see if most of these people actually watched the video or not. Matter of fact, I recently seen one from somebody who flat out did not watch the video at all. Give me 1 second.
Scratch, who had the lug.
Hi, my name is Samson, and on my TikTok channel and usually on my YouTube channel, I talk about Canadian politics. However, today I'm going to be deep diving into the reaction content and going into drama YouTube and talking about Kallmekris. So Kallmekris.
So, this is so the whole time that she goes through this, I'm gonna just say she doesn't watch the full video of anything that she's covering.
Chris is a Canadian creator who originally started on TikTok.
So has no idea what she's talking about, and I'm not sure. I actually reported the channel specifically because she's unknowingly apparently defending people who are promoting child endangerment stuff. It's like
having over 50 million followers on TikTok and has 11.9 million subscribers on YouTube. And recently, before it became unlisted, Kallmekris put out this video here about booktok, where she called consumers of romance novels basically crazy and said that they should take bi-weekly.
She didn't say that about consumers of romance novels. However, people who are consuming the specific romance novels that were reviewed in that video should definitely be on a list, considering the things that are being romanticized in those books.
Therapy and go touch grass. Now, this video has been edited. It is no longer the original video that she put out before it was, which I think she deserves rightfully. Kallmekris put out this apology video, which is 5 minutes long. 5 minutes of her just saying, oh, you know, it's my opinion, I'm so sorry.
And she's allowed to have an opinion, considering the fact that some of the topics the topics in the books that were discussed in the original video were absolutely disgusting. One of them had to do with a young girl who lost her parents and had to move in with her uncle and two cousins in the middle of the woods. And literally romanticizes a creepy age gap relationship between her and her uncle, and romanticizes creepy incestual relationships with her and both of her cousins. And one of her cousins continually grapes her, and once again, the book romanticizes it. She had nothing to apologize for.
Didn't realize how close people held these books to their hearts. And I would like to direct everybody's attention to the title here. It says, now, booktok is wild. The thumbnail of this video, I can't really see it anymore because it is unlisted. The thumbnail for this video has Kallmekris holding up one of the books and looking a little disgusted. However,
because it's disgusting in every way, shape, and form. And the people who enjoy reading that type of literature, but 100% belong on a freaking list. They belong on a list. End of story. They belong on a list of predators and deviants. If you are not only reading, okay, the people who are reading it, I can almost excuse, but the person who wrote it, all honesty, the publishing company should have had the police there to arrest them at the meeting instead of publishing the book. Chris Hansen, that bastard, pull a To Catch a Predator. Because that's what that is. Anybody who can actually pull that out of their imagination is a predator. End of story.
Kallmekris unlisted this and edited it and took out a lot of the context that people were upset about. The thumbnail looked more like this: Kallmekris with a Mr. Beast filter on, two women who are crying and happy over these books, and the title used to be "These viral TikTok smut books are really gross," saying that these books are...
That's because they are, and the only one of them that is even remotely acceptable is Icebreaker, and that's because it's not depicting age gaps. It's just flat out smut. The reason why Icebreaker is problematic is because of the lack of an 18 plus on the cover and the fact that it's being sold in Costco, Red Apple, and multiple other places, most likely even the Dollar Tree, on the same shelf as literal children's books. I've literally seen it myself on the same shelf as children's books, and it's literal porn. There is no plot, it is just porn. That book has plot holes big enough to drive a fucking truck through. I'm sorry, but it does. And that's, once again, the only reason why the only problem with Icebreaker is the fact that it's being put on the shelves, on the same shelves as children books. The rest of the books in that video that she had, I'm sorry, I'm so angry that my stutter's happening. Whew, okay. Took a deep breath. Once again, every book other than Icebreaker that she reviewed in that video was extremely problematic in one way or another because of the things that they romanticized. Even 50 Shades of Grey, it's just a bad depiction of BDSM. It really is. And there's no other way to put that. It truly is. And there is absolutely nothing that isn't disgusting about that. Ugh.
Absolutely disgusting and vile, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not somebody who enjoys really romance books in general. I read more nonfiction than fiction. However,
Okay, you can you can read nonfiction and still you can have. Did you actually watch the video, you dumb bitch? If you watched the video, and I'm sorry, but Kallmekris is has literally had to deal with one of the situations in that book before. So she has absolutely every single right in the world to condemn these books. Where were they even made? I'm not sure where they were written, and I don't want to find out. They were made in a predator's basement. That's where those books were made, Leaf.
I'm not gonna ick someone's yum. Like, to me, it comes off as very immature. Now, this video here that I have queued up is a video where they make fun of Kallmekris's apology video, literally posting a parody of it. I thought it was extremely funny, and it also shows the original thumbnail as well.
I see booktok books, what some may call smut. Okay. And you know, I'm a comedy content creator, so I was just having some lighthearted fun. Okay. And I thought everything was okay because for the first couple of days, I was getting overwhelmingly positive comments. You mean like these comments? Yeah, comments that I liked. That's an interesting perception of positivity. But then booktok found...
Okay. Yeah, because booktok is apparently full of a bunch of predators that enjoy reading about child endangerment. Because I'm sorry, but once again, anyone who reads these books belongs on a list. If you are consuming the type of content that is in these books, that means that you are into the type of thing that is in these books. And I'm sorry, but when you see people giving these books reviews like, oh, this is a two-hand book because what, your other hand's gonna be busy? That's fucking disgusting. and people saying things like, oh, Credence causes pregnancies. Credence is the book about the little girl who has to move, whose parents died, and she has to move in with her uncle and two cousins, and one of her cousins rapes her, and she ends up in a weird four-way age gap relationship with her uncle and her two cousins, fully romanticizing it, trying to make it seem like a good thing. Sheer stupidity to even think that that is acceptable and post that, because now I think that everybody on TikTok is a bunch of fucking predators.
And that's when I realized I fricked up. And
in the video, in the apology video, Kallmekris literally says fricked up.
And I'm sorry, but yeah, she didn't frick up. The reason that she said fricked up was because she didn't actually do anything wrong in the first place. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't believe that apology either. Because she is allowed to have the opinion that that is wrong. And in my personal opinion, it is wrong to have the opinion that that isn't wrong. No, it isn't. I don't think anybody made a joke about that. Like, Chris actually went through that. And the book is romanticizing it. And this girl is making a mockery of the fact that all of these people on booktok are making a mockery of the fact that somebody who actually went through that doesn't like their fucking literature and doesn't like the fact that people like that literature, and truly believes that people who are reading that probably need therapy, because honestly they likely do, because if you're not only reading that type of thing, if you're writing that type of thing, if you're reading that type of thing, let alone reading it, writing it, oh my frig, you belong on a predator list.
their handle. Go check it out. I think it's absolutely.
Oh yeah, they made a full ass book about it, and it was actually published. The publisher belongs on a list. The publishing company belongs on a predator list.
Hilarious, and I think it really captures the vibe of Kallmekris's textbook YouTuber apology video, which I will.
You know what? It's okay to give a fake apology when it comes to this. This specific thing, it's okay to give a fake apology. Because, like you say,
getting to in a moment. However, before I did that, I wanted to direct everybody's attention to this video here. This creator is somebody who claims to be the person who started the bandwagon on calling out Kallmekris for her problematic behavior towards booktok, and
it's not problematic. There is absolutely nothing problematic about it. And I don't care if booktok gets mad at me for this. There's nothing problematic about it. This is absolute bullshit.
No. Also, something that I can totally agree with too, says that Kallmekris is acting in a very misogynistic way. And that's something that like I have noticed going through some of Kallmekris's videos.
She's not acting in a misogynistic way. She is not a misogynist. She believes in everybody's right to choose. And this girl is going to get into later about how, because I already watched this video. I actually reported this video. I don't know why I'm watching it again. But and I do think that everybody should go and report this video, just because it's problematic to agree with these people. It really is. I don't care if she isn't educating herself. She is personally agreeing with these people and just going. She's literally letting herself agree with people who are obviously predators. I'm sorry, but if you are reading books that depict young people and they're older family members, you shouldn't be around your family because either your uncle turns you on or one of your nieces or nephews does, and it's gross and it's creepy and it's disgusting.
Originally, I followed Kallmekris around 2020, like everybody else did, and then around 2023, Kallmekris came out with a misinformation video about a Canadian bill called Bill C-11, and
Oh
I
my
started calling her
lord.
out. After I started calling her out,
Misinform. Dude. Okay, people are allowed to misunderstand things, people are allowed to be wrong. Misunderstandings happen all the time. Maybe she just didn't understand the bill. I'm gonna be
for that
completely honest.
bill, I
Sometimes when I'm reading legal bills and laws and stuff, I don't understand it myself.
decided to make this video that I'm making now, and I checked out a few of her other YouTube videos just to get a kind of vibe of who she is and try to see like where her politics lean. And when I did that, I discovered some really problematic behavior, stuff that I'm going to be showing in this video as well. And it's very validating to see that other people, even if it's just through the booktok video, that other people have also noticed this misogynistic behavior that I've seen, these sort of like pick me tendencies, if you would. So this creator, like I said, claims that they are the person who lit the match and started all of this fire against Kallmekris, something that I
Just 1 second, guys. I'm gonna move my bubble. Hey, you can see yourselves!
I totally agree with. I think that Kallmekris was out of hand when she made her review and was very misogynistic in a lot of parts of it as well. However, with this video, this creator mentions that Kallmekris in the original video that she made, a video that she did not tag Chris in, like she's tagged Chris in this video, left some troubling comments in her comment section. Again,
Okay,
she didn't
let's see what the comments were because I don't want to continually give this girl
not
watch
tag
time.
Chris in that video. She only used the hashtag CallMeChris.
That a creator I really liked made a video just recommending her own YouTube
Okay. I went into a full analysis of why I think people read these books and why I understand why they do and why I even read them. I am not pro rape, abuse, or grooming, even if it is fictional. That's my opinion, and if you have a different opinion, that's fine. It's a free country. And honestly, I think that the that's fine is literally like my grandma going, that's fine, or that's nice, which is literally code for fuck off.
content, the title, actually chopping bits out of the video, and then writing what I considered to be an incredibly condescending pinned comment on that video.
It can be condescending, and you know what? She's allowed to be condescending because you, ma'am, are a predator. You are a predator who is pro rape, abuse, and grooming, whether it is fictional or not, obviously. Because if you were not against it, you wouldn't be reading those books, and they wouldn't be turning you on, you disgusting piece of fucking shit.
Her pinned comment on her YouTube video, which has since been unlisted, but you can go find it, is in response to this content, okay? In terms of the timeline, Chris made her YouTube video, I made the video these comments are on, she wrote this, and then went and started making amends to her video, to her content out there, and wrote her pinned comment. So Chris said, I went into a full analysis of why I think people read these books and why I understand why they do and why I even read them.
Don't care. Not gonna listen to you re-go through this.
In response to booktok and all the backlash that she got. However, I am going to play bits and pieces.
Why are you only playing bits and pieces, and why are you not playing the video? Why did you not watch the video, you dumb bitch? Because I'm sorry, but you're literally misconstruing everything Did you not actually do your research? Because what I'm getting here is that you didn't do your research.
Especially the parts that I found to be the most telling, especially considering the fact that like she's making a textbook YouTuber apology video in 2025, something that at least really gonna
Uh,
like this.
and the funny thing is that she goes into C11 and a bunch of trad wife stuff. I'm not even gonna finish playing the whole video because it's fucking annoying.
She says it's her opinion.
But honestly, I truly think that if anybody does go and watch Samson Tonic's video, that y'all should let her know down in the comments that that she should have watched the video and that this is not okay. Anyways,